Yeah, as you saw in the title, I think after a year I can talk about that now.
So I think it's safe to say that I work in a store in which sells products that specialize in not only the product of CBD, but also as well in THC products. Now, before I jump any further, I would like to say this right now that for our store and where I work, we are not selling anything that is the actual flower or bud that is of marijuana. And it is something in which is basically with New York State, even though with New York State they have said that it is legal that you can sell marijuana, but for dispensaries you've got to have a certain license to sell it. And that's one of the things in which I get with customers that come into this store, in which I tell them, the yes or no's to, and which one of the bigger questions in which they say is, well, how is it that your store's not selling it, but this store that maybe down the road and stuff, or the next town over is? And it's quite plain and simple, is that New York State have stated that they were going to give out, when they first started this, 150 licenses to dispensaries to which they would be able to sell flower legally. And then they doubled it recently to 300. Now, last time I checked, 3 of those licenses are in play all in Manhattan. So for the rest of New York, they're begging the question of, hey, what about us? That's why a lot of stores, they pop up and they sell it in different ways. So they could do it in a style of a sticker or a shirt sale. Once you buy that for a high price, they give you a little bit of something for your contribution. And we are doing our best to not go down that route. We want to be on the good side of the law and to basically do this the legal way until we get our license, and then we can expand off that. Other stores in which just dive straight in, go about it, that's on them. That is their business. I do not judge. I wish them all the best of luck in their endeavors, and if they get a slap on the wrist, they get a slap on the wrist. It's not only that, but a lot of places, and this city was one of them, where they turned around and were against the idea of having this particular substance in their town, because a lot of people, still think, oh, marijuana is bad, and for you to be a place in which, is the type that is associated with this plant is considered bad. But here is the thing in which, again, after nearly a year of working in this establishment, I can say this with confidence, is that not everything is considered, like, you see the plant, you see the leaf on the building, and you think to yourself, oh my god, they're selling this, they're doing this, they're naughty, it's the sin, it's the devil, and it's everything. I said, no, it's not, because you got to think that a lot of product that you can find that is either CBD or THC related all comes from that plant. And people think, oh, they're only taking it because they want to get high, they want to get the joy, and they just want to be all derpy and it's against the law. Well, no, it's legal in New York State, so back the fuck up on that one. But extracts from this plant can be used to benefit people, not only physically, but also mentally. I've had customers come in here and buy products in which help their body, help their joints, help their bones. And it does wonders for their skin as well, because it evaporates in, it helps them feel that nice calmness without feeling that effect of being a high. That's stuff on the THC side. Because the THC side not only can help those with physical problems to help ease some of that pain, but also as well, mentally, it helps them out. I will admit to say now that when I was talking about my first funeral experience, I was under the influence of that because I felt so worked up and upset about talking about it that stuff helped me out mentally. It helped me out during the time in which, when I was working at my previous job, because I was, quite frankly, on that verge of giving up. And if it wasn't for this product, I would not be here today to talk about what I want to talk about. And I feel like with some people, they still don't understand that. They think that marijuana is considered as a bad thing. It shouldn't be there. It's not good for society. But as a matter of fact, it's complete opposite. You can do so much with it in which benefits and helps everyone around. And it helps them out beautifully. It really does. Mentally, physically, it works wonders. And I'm happy to be a part of something in which not only helps customers out, but also helps me out because I feel more in a calmer space about this. And I enjoy making customers happy. I really do. This is a job in which I can say I am happy that I can have customers walk in, age permitted that they have to be 21 and over, but at the same time that they come in, we can have a laugh, we have a chat, they buy a purchase, they leave the store knowing that they're going to be comfortable with it. And it's something which I'm happy to be proud of. Really am. And honestly, quite frankly, when we do get the license to sell, and we're able to, then it's going to help benefit a lot more, because honestly, this is, I believe, to be more safer than drinking alcohol or taking any other drug like meth or cocaine or crack or anything like that. Because the thing is, safe to say that this city is not doing great when it comes to that sort of thing, because there are places in which, sound the same, sell meth. There are people who sell meth and crack, and people who go under the influence of that and are causing danger not only to themselves but also to society. And it's the same with alcohol. People can take it and it just screws them up. When with stuff like this, you feel more at ease, more relaxed. You don't want to do anything. And the thing is, the question is, I had one person saying, oh, this stuff, it's going to get you into trouble. It's against, it's all crimes, this, that, and the other. It's going to bring more crime. Here's the thing. I asked them, how many times have police officers have gone out to a situation in which someone was causing havoc and was a danger to society while they were under the influence of alcohol or meth or cocaine? Now, how many of them were there when you got people who are being called out, by the police and were under the influence of marijuana? You can kind of see this. It helps out a lot of people. It really does. And for me personally, it's helped me out quite a bit. Not only physically, but mentally as well. Like I said, if it wasn't for the stuff, I would not be here today. It's just, it takes a while to get people to understand, because they may still have the mindset to think, oh yeah, drugs are bad, okay. And get into that place to try and tell them, listen, so much has developed and evolved since the days of, back in the day where you just buzz up, it's like, hey, Now we're coming into an age where marijuana can be used as extracts to help out in so many ways. It helps out, and even doctors and people in the medical field also recommend. I've had customers coming in to say, oh, I just came for my doctor's appointment. They said this, and this, and they recommended I try CBD or THC, and I would have customers that have been recommended by the medical field to our store, and we get high praise from them. And it's like, it's a nice thing. Like I said, I'm happy to be a part of, the system in which is helping people out more to feel more relaxed and help them find some sort of peace. And quite frankly, to say for the naysayers in which still feels like we should not still be doing this, guys, it's the 21st century. Respectfully, just chill. Peace out.